there. Hi. Welcome to my channel, Mo Moon. My name is Mo. Welcome. I thought I would do an impromptu video. So grab yourself a beverage. I am drinking my electrolytes in my shaker cup. So I don't know. I thought I'd just share a little bit about what I'm feeling right now. So I've been going through a few of my notes and kind of um, looking over them, stuff that I've written, and I thought I'd just share a little bit about myself. And I have some tarot cards as well. I have the Druidic Tarot and I have Demon of the Day Tarot. So if I can't think of what to say, I will pull from my tarot cards. So join me at your own risk. I will not say a protective spell over you, but I just want to talk a little bit about myself right now. So on April 27th, 2025, there was a new moon in Taurus. So what I said I was going to release is worrying. Everything happens for a reason. One of those reasons is to teach us a lesson. Worry paralyzes me and makes me believe I have no control. In reality, I do have control, and I choose not to worry about the things that I can't change. It's not about changing the situation, but about changing my outlook, which can, in reality, change a situation. And what I was planting was discipline. So in April 27th, 2025, I was planting discipline on the new moon in Taurus, and I said, I feel that one of the lessons when it comes to difficulties and worrying that goes hand in hand with that is taking action, or before that, deciding to take action. Discipline assures I will follow through with my chosen anecdote. Discipline says no matter how I feel, I will follow through with my decision. So let me just draw a tarot card here just to kind of bring some energy up from the subconscious. So Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please bring a message up from the subconscious. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, Druidic Tarot. Is there a message here from the subconscious that can be revealed? So one of the things with the tarot is that you have to be very patient and you have to be willing to accept the messages that you get. Sorry, so the cards that came out, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So the first card I have is the Druid of Stones. So I will take out my guidebook and look up the message from the Druid of Stones. Druid of Stones. Swords, Cups. Swords. Stones, okay. So the Druid of Stones. Preservation. The Mother Goddess reaches out her hand to a small village. Women and men they need her care. She tends to their care. Her gaze is loving. She nurtures and protects. We can care for ourselves and others by connecting to the love of the earth. Question: are we connected to the Mother Goddess? Do we feel her power flowing through us? So this is the Druidess of Stones in this tarot deck. And I think for me, as I am working through the realm of Satario, which is the womb of the Dark Mother, the Druidess of Stones really speaks to me because it's really important to connect with your vessel, right? We all have these beautiful vessels that carry us through this 3D realm. And we have to remember that we are the Druidess of Stones, that we are the one that controls what we feel about our bodies, how we feel about our bodies, what we accept in our vessels of love, what we deem to be true for ourselves, the feelings that we feel. Why are they real for us? How are they real for us? How are they serving us? You know, you have to listen to your body first and foremost. What is your body telling you? How is your body talking to you? When you feel pain, are you saying to yourself, how is this part of my body talking to me? And am I grateful for the fact that it is communicating with me? When you feel pain in your body, thank you to that body part for talking to you. Thank you, thank you. You know, the important thing is saying thank you, because when it comes to our bodies, we're the only ones who know ourselves best. Cheers. So that is the Druid of Stones. But I think I read the Druidess, but it's not a problem. Let me just check the Druid of Stones here. Stones. The Druid of Stones. Courage. An elderly druid sits next to a brother bear. They are symbolic of King Arthur, whose name Artos means bear. They represent strength, devotedness to the earth, and authority. Courage is often the ruby of the heart. Even in solitude, we can help and guide others. Question: do we use our magical powers for our loved ones? Do we know how to be fearless guides? And that really, taps into the energy of Samhain. As we are currently in the energy of Samhain here, we are connecting to our ancestors, but not only our ancestors, we are connecting to those across the veil. The veil is thin as we are moving into and closer to Samhain and Halloween. We are closer to those that have passed on. But we are being asked to look at their identity as somebody who is grounded in the present moment, right? The Druid of Stones, the King of Pentacles. How are we grounded in the present moment? How are we living in the present moment? How are we observing the results of what we have been cultivating over the past weeks, months, years within the physical realm? Then we have the Ace of Wands that came out as well. So the Ace of Wands is about fire, is about illumination, is about that spark of consciousness. So we remember that we have a spark within ourselves that is vibrant, that is beautiful, that is mesmerizing. And cheers to that, Cheers to that part of ourselves that is evolving. Cheers to that part of ourselves that sets our soul on fire, right? That je ne sais quoi, that something that is pushing us forward, that is pushing us to create, that is pushing us to believe in ourselves. And then we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about the sea parting and showing us what is before us, showing us dry land, showing us the path that we can walk in for um, freedom. You know, the Two of Wands is, this is the path of freedom. Are you willing to take it? And then we have the Three of Wands. And here I see a ship, and it reminds me of Barachiel because I worked with Barachiel from some time. I moved from Thamael into the realm of Barachiel, and I really did feel like I was on a ship traveling down this tunnel. But it felt like I was on a boat, and it was like, you know, we are all at the mercy of Mother Nature, right? Like, we can make these decisions, we can make these moves, but ultimately, we are ruled by Mother Nature. We are guided by Mother Nature. The seasons tell us what our experience is going to be like. You know, in the darker half of the year, you will experience darkness and so on and so forth. And it's like, are you going to move in flow with that Two of Wands, you know? Or, oh, this is the Three of Wands. So are you going to accept that everything is fallible, that even you are fallible, but that at the same time, as you make those mistakes, as you create, and as you accept that you must make mistakes just like anyone else, right? We all make mistakes. It's part of our learning journey. And I think that's what the Three of Wands here talks about, is that we're all going to make mistakes, but the mistake is in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The mistake is, am I going to accept this as just a mistake, or am I going to accept this as a lesson? And the last card we have is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands here, I'm getting tranquility. I'm getting peace of mind and just the beauty of the summer, you know, when you can just be in the sun, you can just exist, you can just thrive, you can just be abundant, you can just soak in those rays, and it's just like everything is okay. And when you realize that everything is okay, you realize that it's okay for you to make decisions for yourself. You know, you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. You can move in a direction of peace and tranquility, and you can cultivate that for yourself in your life. So I have another deck here. It's called Demon of the Day. So I'm just going to draw a card from the Demon of the Day Oracle just to kind of close up this message. I've really been wanting to connect with you guys here on YouTube quite a bit. But I just don't know what you need, and I want to move in a direction of faith that what I'm telling you is helping you, that what I'm telling you is logical, that what I'm telling you is loving, beneficial, you know. I think one of the things that I've been learning to do is just question myself and say, like, am I a good person? You know, am I trying to do good for humanity? Am I trying to better humanity? Am I trying to leave humanity better than when I first got here? You know, and I think that's something that I feel like my demons really help me with. Working through the clip-off is something that I'm enjoying. It's very hard, but it's also something that I'm really enjoying because I get to work with the infernal realm, and I really love working with the infernal realm. So here I have King Baal, and the card says, concentrate on finding your power. Divinity comes from within and radiates your authority outward and around you. Concentrate on finding your power. Concentrate. Tap into that part of yourself, that part of you that needs to concentrate on finding your inner power. Concentrate on finding your power. What are you good at? What do you enjoy? What sets your heart aflame? You know, what gives you that I can do this kind of feeling? And focus on that. I remember when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a living. And I think when I was really young, I knew that I wanted to help. You know, I knew that I wanted to help people. And so I got a job in the hospital, you know, but what is it for you? Concentrate on finding your power. Divinity comes from within and radiates your authority outward and around you. So the things that set your heart on fire, the things that give you passion and purpose, these are the things that are going to illuminate you as you take part in them. The more you do what sets your heart on fire, the more you will find what you are passionate about. And if you can do that and make a living at the same time, all the more power to you. So that's it for the message for now. Um, I hope you enjoyed that message. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below, or give me a thumbs up, or um, you could even share this video if you wanted to, if you found it helpful. But yeah, thank you for being here. I will share a picture of the cards on my Instagram, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.